Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Jovity and I'll be hosting this live stream today, as well as the award ceremony on the 25th to 26th of November. Welcome to the 4th edition of the Mirrorband UK Film Awards, powered by the Mirrorband Company and founded by our festival director, Jay Manari. The Mirrorband UK Film Awards, or MUFA, is a British, London-based IMDb qualifying film festival focused on diversity in Auteur movies. As a member of Film Hub London and BFI Fan, MUFA provides a spotlight for underrepresented, emerging, and experienced independent filmmakers through weekly live stream Q&A sessions, as well as with its in-person career expo and networking opportunities, and an exciting festival taking place on the 25th to 26th of November at the Bromley Picture House Cinema. If you haven't done so yet, check out our festival tickets and VIP pass for the event, and subscribe on our upcoming streaming platform, Stream Auteur, to watch all the officially selected candidates of this edition and vote for your favorite, which will win the Best Film Audience Award. Well, let's get the ball rolling with our special guest. Please welcome Matteo Cirillo from Italy, a finalist for Best International Short, with their film, Disappeared Internet. Another breathtaking, diversity-driven film where a character named Andrea seems to be out of touch with people around him, firmly convinced that small, real encounters with strangers are the glue that holds together our society. He is desperately trying to start a conversation with someone, but after the umpteenth failure, he decides to disappear from the virtual world, paying dearly for the consequences. Let's take a look.
Tanti auguri a te. Sofia Candina, vai Sofia.
Stai lontano.
Ma perché? Che hai fatto?
Stai lontano, ti ammazzo.
Ti ammazzi? Col mattarello? Ma sei matta?
Tanti auguri.
Mari, dai, fagliela leggere lui, rovini la sorpresa, no? Che carino, Maurizio Tabaccaio ti fa l'auguri, eh? E zia Yolanda subito col cuore,
Però, scusate, non capisco. Cioè, oggi non è il mio compleanno.
Love that. So Matteo, it is a pleasure to have you on the live stream today. Very impressive what you've been able to accomplish. For the audience listening, you worked as an actor for years in the theater on various national tours and began writing monologues and toured Italy with your shows. You had a huge love for the audiovisual and you became fascinated with expressing something that could stay alive forever. You wrote and directed your first short film, which we are discussing here today, Disappeared Internet, and won the tender from the ministry for the development of the screenplay for your first feature film. Congratulations, but so happy to have you on the show today. How are you doing?
Thank you. Allora, I try to speak English, but my English is bad.
No worries. Jay's our translator today.
Yeah. I molto emozionato.
I'm very emotional and very excited.
Perché è tutto molto grande, anche se, come hai detto tu, per me è la mia prima volta, io vengo dal teatro e c'è tanta fatica dietro a tutto ciò che uno vede che è il prodotto finale.
There is a lot to deal with when it's film production. It's different from theater production, and theater is my background, so I definitely felt it was a challenge.
Definitely. Well, you did an amazing job. Congratulations. And to be honest, I love the concept. Jay and I were chatting just before the live stream, like really going into an in-depth conversation. You caused us to have such an in-depth exchange. And so I love your film. It's such a huge and important topic of conversation when we look at our, reduced social lives due to social media, as ironic as that sounds. But you mentioned that even at a bar, people are often on their phones, and you miss like the little things like the bartender's smile or these little exchanges of happiness. So my question is, do you think as a society, we can still kind of like course correct and implement small changes in our behavior over time to bring back more social experiences?
Can you translate, Jay?
Sì, allora, praticamente sta dicendo, credi che possiamo fare qualcosa per migliorare la società nonostante questo tipo di invadenza da parte dei social media?
Beh, diciamo sicuramente di sì, anche stare qua oggi, questa sera, fare questa cosa, sicuramente semplicemente 10 anni fa era impossibile farlo, quindi vuol dire che se Michael ha visto il mio corto, tu hai visto il mio corto, tante altre persone hanno visto il mio corto, che è un messaggio che io volevo dare a tante persone, possa arrivare a più persone, e quindi questa è la cosa meravigliosa, quindi cercare di usarla in modo corretto.
Ok, fammi un secondo tradurre e andiamo next.
Sì.
So he said that obviously we can use social media in a good way. Like this is an example of how we are actually trying to make the best out of them without them controlling us. Actually, if I wanted, I'm going to ask my question in English and then translate for you, Matteo. Okay. So I wanted to say, first of all, that I really admire your journey as an actor working in theater in Italy, making it happen from, no background in, I assume your parents are not working in the theater industry, so you actually, are a self-made man. Traduco per te, Matteo, ho detto, mi hai capito? Posso?
Sì.
A posto. And so what I want to say is that it's really exciting to see you succeeding. I've seen your progresses since you made Aspettando una chiamata, Waiting for a Call, which was the other project where I think you stressed a point which was amazing. You were saying that as an actor, you were waiting for exercising your legal right to work. And I think it was a very strong message. And I think it's a pattern. It happens with your films, with your stories, that you leave a mark that is deep, and that's something that resonates. Like every time I rewatched your film, it definitely made me think. And as Michael said before, it stimulates conversation. That's what a good script should do. So my question to you would be, how did you get this idea? How did it happen?
L'idea?
Sì, come è venuta questa idea?
Per prima cosa mi è venuta perché a me durante la pandemia mi hanno hackerato i social, sia Facebook che Instagram. Quindi in pandemia era l'unico modo per comunicare, erano i social. E io quindi non ho avuto i social per 2 mesi. E tantissime persone mi hanno scritto su WhatsApp, che era l'unica cosa che mi era rimasta, se io stavo bene, se ero vivo. E allora,
aspetta che traduco, che sennò perdiamo un pezzo del pubblico. Okay, so you were saying that the idea came from when he was during the pandemic. Basically, his social media accounts were hacked, and he lost control of them for 2 months. So he couldn't communicate through social media for a couple of months, and people were writing to him on WhatsApp. Ok, puoi continuare?
E poi mi è anche nata l'idea del fatto che una persona che purtroppo non c'era più avevano hackerato anche a lui i social, e quindi continuava a parlare. Quindi questa cosa di essere eterni sui social mi ha fatto fare un'unione un po' particolare, e allora ho voluto raccontare questa storia, che se tu non ci sei là è come se tu non ci fossi nella vita reale.
Okay. So in combination, what was happening to him, also a person that had recently died, is their profile act as well, and so these people were pretending and speaking through their accounts as if they were alive. So he got this idea of actually thinking of when you basically are on the internet, even if you physically die, because you have an account or someone is using it on your, on your behalf, you still exist. But if you are not on social media, you basically disappeared from social life. And so you don't exist. And that's what brought the disappeared internet to life.
E anche banalmente, che è una cosa semplice, però c'è un mio zio che quando vado a cena da lui, insieme a mia zia, veramente mi fanno le stesse domande ogni volta a pranzo, ogni volta. E io gli spiego sempre le stesse cose, ma loro perché stanno chiusi al cellulare, non riescono ad andare avanti e mi rifanno sempre le stesse domande. Quindi io vivo un loop. Tipo,
Okay, I'm going to translate it. It's really funny, actually. So he said that when he visited an uncle of his, basically the uncle and the family ask him the same exact questions every time. And I think many of us can relate, regardless of our countries. And so he is in this loop every time he goes. He's actually explaining to his uncle the same things on the phone over and over. Fantastico. No, it's really amusing. So a lot of elements that actually combined brought you to this story. And you produced it with Bonolis Bros, who's a co-director or producer?
Yeah, no, co-director.
Co-director, okay.
Because for the first time for me, work an actor and director is very difficult. Then they help me.
A lot. Yeah, no, that's amazing. It's really tricky to direct and act at the same time. So basically someone dealing with production is just massively helping.
I'm very fear. Before I'm very fear. Tanta paura.
Yeah, of course. Did you want to ask anything, Michael?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, first of all, thanks for sharing, your experiences, especially like speaking to aunts, uncles. Like we can all resonate with that, and I think it comes through in the film that you've created. I guess my question is, what kind of impact do you hope this film has, like in terms of when you kind of extrapolate down, a year from now, what is that impact that you're hoping to achieve with the film that you've created?
Sorry, Jay.
Sta cercando di chiederti quale era il tuo obiettivo, cosa speravi di raggiungere, come messaggio. Sei contento di come è stato mandato? Pensi che le persone abbiano capito quello che volevi dire?
Tanto, le persone l'hanno capito tanto, anche perché sta ricevendo veramente tanti premi e tanti festival, e soprattutto ce l'ho avuto la sera alla Casa del Cinema a Roma, che è una delle cose più importanti. Era seduta accanto a me, che non se n'era accorto, una signora di 80 anni che parlava tutto il tempo e diceva: vedi, pure mio marito fa così. E poi ha detto, quando alla fine che io mi sono cancellato, lei ha detto, questo è difficile tradurlo, anch'io mi sono fatta fuori.
Okay, I'm going to translate this. It's so funny. Okay.
I'm already laughing, and yeah, go ahead.
It's amazing. He has this comedic touch when he speaks. It's amazing. So he said that the film has been acclaimed a lot on festivals, and in Rome they screened it at the Casa del Cinema, the House of Cinema. And in this occasion, he was sitting and to watch the screening, and next to him there was an 80-year-old woman that probably didn't realize that Matteo was the author, and so she was commenting on the film, and she was saying, "Yeah, I also, my husband does exactly the same thing." So he was actually pointing to the way the uncle and the parents of the character in the film react. And sing the happy birthday. And also he said that at a certain point at the end, when actually the characters of Matteo decides to sort of step out of the internet world, she also commented on saying, I also decided to kind of heal myself socially. That's how we can say that, because in Italian, fatto fuori means kill someone. So she decided to sort of kill herself socially, and that was hilarious. I think it's super funny to share. Thank you, Matteo.
That's so awesome. Thank you, Matteo. But yeah, we are, I guess, towards the end of the live stream here, but thank you so much for your answers. I mean, it's just the way that you explain each answer is like, it's so charismatic. And I feel like you bring us into the world of what you've created and your thinking process. It's really inspiring. So with that, I just want to give a special thanks to you, Matteo, for coming on and sharing your experience. I'm sure, obviously, you've inspired so many listeners on the call today. And congratulations again on the disappeared internet.
I want to add something actually for
Yeah,
Matteo.
go for it.
And this is because he's Italian and I can relate a lot to his, I really commend Matteo for what he's doing. Again, stressing the fact he's a creative, juggling between family. I know you're become recently a father, and being a father and working in a creative industry in Italy is more unique than rare. So yeah, we have to say that. And well done, Matteo. Keep up the great work. I really look forward to see you in theater and in the next projects you do.
Thank you so much. I'm very emotional, and I thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, do you wanna do the greetings, please?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, thank you again, Matteo. Just a quick reminder for the listeners on the call today, all shortlisted candidates will be available on our streaming platform from the 25th of October until the 3rd of December. And you can vote for your favorite to win the Best Film Audience Award. How can you do that? Well, you can visit the MUFA website, click on Films in Streaming, and subscribe to streamauteur.com. When the platform goes live, you'll be able to like the video that you want to vote for. As I mentioned earlier, the awards ceremony will take place at the Bromley Picture House Cinema on the 25th to 26th of November. And don't forget about the exciting Career Expo and networking opportunities as well. You can get your tickets at mirabandukfilmawards.co.uk. Thank you again, Matteo, and thank you, Jay, as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.